Shalom. Before I get started, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops at Great Millstone for teaching us this truth and ruling well. Peace and blessings to the Akiyom, putting on as the elect, striving for perfection and crown of righteousness. Shalom. This is your brother Kassad at the Great Millstone, Austin. Wanted to do a lesson going into meddling into other men's affairs, because we're living in a time when judgment is being poured out upon the earth, man. All right, and you have to discern things spiritual. So you have to be spiritual on all the time, man, as much as you can be, because the Lord is pouring out judgment, man, out here. You don't want to be caught up, out here thinking you helping somebody and you just getting lined up to be judged, ultimately, man. All right. So I'm gonna play this video and get some precepts, and prayerfully this will be edifying to the body, man. Just being wise out here,
That chaos in Garden City tops our newscast tonight at 6. Thank you for joining us. I'm Mike Duffy. And we do want to warn you, the video in this story is intense. It all played out this morning at Ford and Vinoy. Michigan State Police say a Good Samaritan who tried to help was shot by the suspect. 7 Action News reporter Faraz Javed spoke to that Good Samaritan and has a look at the turmoil.
At 7:14 this morning, a car crash took place on the corner of Ford and Vinoy. That's when a Good Samaritan...
And, this is fair use. This is for educational purposes, just teaching, not getting no gains off of this, just teaching.
At this gas station, exited his vehicle to render aid. Little did he know that one of the drivers from the accident would open fire at him. The Good Samaritan is 48-year-old Antoine Williams from Westland. He was shot twice, one in the cheek and the other in his ear. Antoine can be seen rushing to the gas station for safety as the shooter, a 37-year-old male from Hamtramck, runs after him, but not before shooting at another person in this red car.
I did not do anything! I swear to God!
The lady escapes, but for Antoine, the horror is not over. I met with Antoine, who is recovering, to hear how things unfolded.
I was going to jump on the back.
Right. That's, you don't want to be in that predicament. And ultimately, man, the Lord has set up, that individual to judge that man right there, man. Let's grab some precepts. Start off here in 1 Peter 4:14, and perfectly this is edifying to the body. In the NLT, it says, if you are insulted because you bear the name of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, you will be blessed, for the glorious spirit of Yahweh rested upon you, man. It's a good thing, all right, to suffer shame for Yahweh Shai Mashiach for being righteous. But it says, if you suffer, however, it must not be for murder, stealing, making trouble, or prying into other people's affairs, man. All right. So getting into other people's business. You say, man, damn, this, I might be able to go, help this person. Nah, that might be that person's judgment at that time. All right. So it says, but it is no shame to suffer for being a Christian. Praise Yahweh for the privilege of being called by his name. All right. So suffering rightfully is just. All right, but suffering wrongfully, man, and getting in other people's business, man, that's off, This is Proverbs 26:17. It says, he that passeth by and meddled with strife belongeth not to him is like one that taketh the dog by the ears. So, man, you asking for judgment, and that's walking after the flesh. Man, we living in the times where the scriptures talks about in the book of Psalms, 91 chapter, that 1,000 will fall at that right side, it's going to continuously be death and murder happening on a day-to-day. People getting judged, car wrecks, people driving reckless and everything, man. The Lord is issuing out judgment on the face of this earth. It says in the book of Proverbs 26:17 says, he that passeth by and meddleth with strife belongeth not to him is like one that taketh the dog by the ears, man. If you grab the wrong dog by the ears, you are going to get bit, man. Just as simple as that, right? But, the man that's walking after the flesh, the carnal man, he's not going to understand, all right? He's just going to he's going to want to put on the cape and go and try to save some shit. Oh, I got this, I believe a brother had did a testimony about stopping to help somebody else with a tire, ended up getting hit with a car and everything, man. But this is 1 Corinthians 2:14. It says, "But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of Yahweh, for they are foolishness unto him." Okay, so this is wisdom. This is coming out of the word. All right. This is what the Lord has given us instructions about and how to handle ourselves in these times in which we in. So it says, "For they are foolishness unto him, to the carnal man." It says, "Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned." They're not operating in the spirit. This is 1 Corinthians 2:15. It says, "But he that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet he himself is judged of no man," no carnal man. He's going to be able to judge a spiritual man because he has no understanding of what that spiritual man is doing. This is 1 Corinthians 2:16. It says, "For who hath known the mind of the Lord Yahweh, that he may instruct him? But we have the mind of a Mashiach," man, ultimately, man. So the scriptures talks about, "Let this mind be in you that's in me." The mind of Yahweh Shai and Mashiach, ultimately. So we're followers of Yahweh Shai and doing what we need to do, what's required of us to do to be saved and be delivered, man. All right. This is Ecclesiasticus, the book of Sirach 11:7. It says, "Blame not before thou hast examined the truth. Understand first, then rebuke," man. So operating rashly out of carnality, all right, is not, you're not going to understand what the hell is going on. You're just emotional. So it says, "Blame not before thou hast examined the truth." It says, "Understand it first." So apply wisdom, apply this truth so you can understand what is going on, man, first. And then it says, "Rebuke." All right. Issue out the judgment. This is Ecclesiasticus 11:8. It says, "Answer not before thou hast heard the cause, neither interrupt men in the midst of their talk," man. So operating in wisdom. Once again, Isaiah 33:6, "Wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy time," man. That's this word. Operating inside of this word, having the fear of Yahweh upon you. Understanding that, man, he'll issue out judgment in a heartbeat. And we're living in a time that he's visiting, these individuals, these people have been weighed in the balance and been found wanted. So he's sending out those angels of vengeance on the face of this earth, man. All right. If you keep watching the video I just played, when, because the man that got shot, the man who was doing the shooting came inside the establishment. And right when he entered into the door, it's like he did a little dance and a shuffle, man. He was on pure demon time. He was demon mode, demon possessed. The angel of vengeance was operating inside of him to issue out that vengeance upon that man. All right. And this is what, that's what was going on. And that in the clip, ultimately. It's Ecclesiasticus 11:9. It says, "Strive not in the matter that concerneth thee not." Man, this don't concern me. Right? It says, "And sit not in the judgment with sinners," man. So they sitting down getting judged. You over there sitting with them. All right. They sitting down getting ready to get judged, and you sitting amongst them. You with them. All right. There was a brother posted a video about the man losing an eye, I believe in the subway or something like that out there in New York, trying to save a chick from getting beat up or something. And he come over there and he got his whole eye knocked out and shit, man, trying to save this trifling ass individual. Right? Man, we living in times of judgment. All right. This is Ecclesiastes 8:11. It says, "Because sentence against an evil work is not executed expediently, executed speedily. Therefore, the hearts of son of men is fully set on them to do evil." So people been doing evil, doing what they say, casting the words of the Lord behind them for a long time now, right? And not thinking that any judgment, anything was going to come towards them. And now the sentence is being poured out upon them. It says, "Though a sinner do evil 100 times and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear Yahweh, which fear before him." So, man, the fear of the Lord, once again, is the beginning of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right. Operating inside of it. And yes, it was made with the faithful in the womb. So only individuals that are predestinated to have that fear are going to be operating in that fear, which is this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of these scriptures. All right. So it says, "Shall be well with them that fear Yahweh, which fear before him." It says, "But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall be prolonged his days, which are as a shadow, because he feared not before Yahweh." Man, those who do not fear the Lord, man, will perish by the sword. All right. Will will eventually be rooted out and destroyed ultimately, man. Let me grab something right quick in the book of I believe it's Wisdom of Solomon. I believe it's 3, let's see. Yeah, it's Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 10. It says, but the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imaginations, which have neglected the righteous and forsaken the Lord. It says, for whoso despiseth wisdom and nurture, he is miserable, and their hope is vain. Their labors unfruitful, and their works unprofitable. Okay, so the scriptures talks about the multitude that was born in vain. He said, let them perish, ultimately, right? It says their wives are foolish and their children are wicked, man. You know, the offspring is cursed. So, man, these individuals have been doing wicked for a while, man, and judgment now is at their throats. All right. The Lord is sending his spirits out for judgment, man. This is Ecclesiasticus, book of Sirach 39 and 28. It says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out the force and appease the wrath of him that made them. You know, so like I made mention, when he came into the store to finish issuing out the judgment upon that man, he was happy. He was appeasing and doing what he was created to do ultimately, which is to lay down the sinner. Okay, execute the judgment of the Lord. All right, and then another point about the clip. Let's see if I can grab it right quick. Because he had made mention that, man, he knew him. He said dude was coming at him like he knew him.
Said, I have to fight this. I have to live.
When we was looking at each other, he was looking right at me. We was eye to eye, probably a couple feet, and he was looking at me, and I was looking at him, and he was like, why? I mean, he's like, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. And it's like he knew me, you know, but total strangers. You know, it's just like
And so he had, because the Lord had sent that angel of destruction to you, man. Once again, Ecclesiasticus 39:28 says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of their destruction, they pour out the force and appease the wrath of him that made them, man. All right. So, man, hey, this is what you see happening on the face of this earth. You know, reading on in 39, it says fire and hail and famine and death. All these were created for vengeance. All right. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. All right. And this is what you're seeing happening on the face of the earth. Because ultimately, the Lord is the judge, not us. So we ought to be obedient to what's written inside these scriptures. The Lord has laid all these things out. All right. These people have sinned against Yahweh, man. Our power, not us. They sin against these ways, you know, of the Lord, these scriptures. And so the Lord, man, they have been marked. All right. The blood is on their hands, the scriptures talks about. So meddle not in another man's affairs, the scriptures, you know, as this lesson is going into. This is 2nd Ezra 7:19 in closing. It says, and he said unto me, there is no judge above Yahweh, and none that have understanding above the highest, man. So you can't just be like, well, they seem like nice people. Nah, the Lord knows exactly who they are, man. And he knows exactly how he's getting ready to issue out that judgment ultimately, man, as being the only judge, the righteous judge. Okay. It says in 2nd Ezra 7:20, it says, for there be many that perish in this life because they despise the law of Yahweh that is set before them, man. And so with that, you know, perfectly, this is edifying, you know, see all things spiritually discern all things in all manners, and, you know, don't meddle in a man's affairs, man, you know. All right. Operate in this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, in this truth, man, in that secret place. All right. And the Lord will direct your path. So, perfectly, this is edifying to the body. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak Wadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops at Great Millstone for teaching us this truth and ruling well. Peace and blessings to the Akion, putting on as the elect. Shalom.